One of the frequent flyers that I work with most in my line of work is the workplace persecutor, also known as the workplace dinosaur. You know them. They're the ones that are just like, why do we need to change anything? Everything's been fine the way that it is. Why do we have to do that? I don't understand. This is just crap. There's always like problem, 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 and it doesn't matter what it is. There's a problem. On the other side of a workplace persecutor is usually a manager who is quite a people pleaser and really wants to support and nurture and guide these people and make them feel good. So they struggle with these personalities and, in fact, take a lot of it home with them because they're stressed. They're caught up in their own head about how should I be doing this better? Why can't I solve this problem? Because I just want to be liked. And it's just like two freight trains colliding, because what's really going on here is it's got nothing to do with either of these people. Your workplace persecutor is a professional problem hunter because that's how they identify their internal value. And we can get all like philosophical and everything right here, but let's think about it. Anybody that is really secure and confident within themselves and feels that they can handle anything, they don't need to annihilate anyone else, do they? So it's insecurity that does that. When you get curious about that insecurity, lots of doors open up for connection, collaboration, and mutual trust. And of course, your people pleaser, who is often a manager who doesn't know what to do, doesn't know what to say, because they are not the people that are going to step up into the hard line management of like, this is what you should do, because it's just not who they are. So what do you do when these two personalities collide? You understand that they're both running the exact same belief, that they're of no value, or that they're of little value, or that they're unimportant. Your persecutor is like, I'm unimportant, prove to me that I am. Whereas your people pleaser is like, I'm unimportant, so I'm going to really help you, so then I'll feel good and I'll be important. So what do you do? What do you do with these workplace dinosaurs, the persecutors? How do you stop them bringing problems to you all the time so that you can get back and do your own work? Well, the way is that you listen to them and you actually put a lot of credence into what it is that they're saying. You value what they're saying, and it might sound something like this. I don't know why we have to do this new computer software thing. I mean, it's like, I mean, how much is this even costing? The other one was perfectly fine. This one, why do we have to do that? I haven't got time to learn that. The response to that is curiosity. Curiosity will solve everything for you. Just value what they're saying and say, yeah, it is kind of confusing, isn't it? It is kind of weird that we've got this new thing coming in, but it's just something that we need to do. But I really understand that this is hard. It's hard learning something new. So let's schedule some time, sit down together, and I want to work through which part of it you find most difficult. So then I'll know what support to give you. I'd really like to know exactly which bit is you're finding hard. And what you're going to find will happen is one of two things. Ideally, that the person will go, oh, that would be really good. Yeah, thank you for that. I would like that. But what you're probably going to most find is that your response will be, oh, look, yeah, no, that sounds great. Well, yeah, I'll think about it. I'll get back to you. And then, of course, they don't. So then they will make a complaint about something else that's difficult. I don't know, I have to do that. This is just too hard. This is just like hard work. This is making everything difficult. Respond again with curiosity. Well, the last thing I want to do is to make things more difficult for you. So which part of it do you find the most difficult? Because then I'll know what support to give you. They're going to go something like, oh, well, look, I haven't got time for this right now. And they're going to walk away. Now, if you consistently do that, I know there's part of you that's thinking, yeah, but if they just keep walking away, then how do you solve the problem? Well, you realize that the problem was actually never the problem, because the people who fit this workplace persecutor personality are actually professional problem hunters, because they have been taught from a very young age that when you have a problem, that's when you get supported, and that's when people will do things for you. What's really, really driving the persecutor at work, whether they realize it or not, is a fear of looking stupid. If they doubt their own ability to manage something or to understand something, they are going to go full pelt on the problem to make that the issue, not them. Because their own internal self-talk, despite their outward appearance of being dominating and confident and in control, is actually the exact opposite. Their internal self-talk is crippling. And if they could have a speech bubble appear above their head for a day, you would actually be astounded at the things that they say to themselves. They believe that they're stupid. So the only way that they can escape that self-talk is to make out that you are making them feel stupid. That whatever the issue is that they don't understand, that is the problem. Now, what do you think creates a persecutor? Not you, although we are our own persecutor at times, but that's another story. What creates a persecutor is a lifelong pattern of learned behavior. Now, this is not about parent bashing, because, hey, myself and any other parents watching this, we know that we've messed up our kids fairly royally, but we haven't intended to. We've been well-meaning, but we just do the best we can with what we've got. When you are very change resistant, and when you are very, very oppositional, it's because you have been taught from a very young age that asking for help is a weakness and will get you rejected. Don't ask for help under any circumstances. Abort, don't ask for help. Warning. So they don't. Which is why they can be so difficult, because when they are difficult, you either solve it or you go away. Because they're scary, aren't they? No, they're not. No, they're not. They're just afraid that they're going to look stupid. Any persecutor that you have in a workplace is that because they believe they are not enough. If they believe that they were enough and really in charge of things, they wouldn't need to exhibit that behavior. Anybody that is secure within themselves does not need to annihilate another person. So if you are dealing with a workplace persecutor, a bully, somebody who is domineering, someone who's sarcastic, inappropriate, change resistant, just get curious. And the problem that they highlight, just ask them with kindness to give you more information. I'd like to understand that better, what it is you're actually really finding difficult. Can you tell me more about which part specifically is difficult? You'll find that they'll say something like, oh, it's just all of it. It's just too much. And you go, yeah, that must be a really difficult feeling, and I don't want you to feel that way. Let's focus in on one part of it then. Tell me about one part of it that you're finding difficult. You're going to find that they're going to go. They've suddenly got a meeting to go to, or they've suddenly got something to do, and they're going to walk away, because that was never the problem. You're trying to solve a problem that was actually never a problem. And in the process, you're teaching them that it is your job to solve their problems. You're not getting any resilience. They're not learning how to do it themselves. When you consistently do this, show kind curiosity to what it is that they have addressed as a problem, you're going to find that they are either going to start giving you information that you can work with, or they're going to stop complaining, because it's going to be uncomfortable when they do, because you want to know more. And as for you, not wanting to confront them, what makes you feel that you need to? Why don't you just be open yourself and say to them something along the lines of, hey, I find it really difficult because I really struggle with the whole confrontation thing, because I have this really big inner need to be liked, and I haven't wanted to talk to you about this because I've been up in my head about it's going to go badly. But then I thought, well, that's not fair on you. The fact that I've been up in my head assuming that you are going to dismiss me or not listen to me. And I just want to apologize for that, because I know that you would want to have a talk about this. I know that you would want to solve it with me. So let's have a chat, because there are some things that you're going through that I really want to know about, that I can support you with. And I need to stop feeling like I need to solve everything for you, instead of teaching you how to help yourself. They're not that scary. They're really not. When you understand what drives people, you then understand what they need. Maybe you'll understand what you need as well. So how can I help you? Well, I'm Leanne from Reboot Mindset Coaching, and this is the stuff that we do. Now, I run full-day workshops teaching people how to navigate anything and anyone, and retain their emotional intelligence, and also to be proactive instead of reactive. But if you find it difficult to take your team off the tools for the entire day, we run little 1 hour bite-sized workshops, little intensive bite-sized bits of brilliance, so that your team can get the tools and then get back on the tools. And we have 20 topics that we can deliver to you, and you can pick one, you can pick however many you want. The other thing that we do is we provide on-site change management services. So we can actually come to your workplace, hang out for a day, a week, or a fortnight, and help people find a better way of managing change, help them find a better way of thinking about it, and solving the emotions that they have around it. Love doing that, just hanging out for a day, having a chat to anybody who's finding life a bit difficult, and giving them a whole, I never thought of it like that. Because, hey, we're all human. We're all human. Maybe we need to start treating each other as though we're human. Please reach out to me. I'm always happy to have a chat. We can catch up for coffee, or have a virtual coffee if you're not near where I am. And yeah, rebootyourlife.com.au, because what would be possible in your workplace if everybody came to work liking themselves? Well, I'll give you one word. You know what would happen? Miracles. And everything would be easy. That's what we do. We help you to think better, feel better, and be better, and human better. Rebootyourlife.com.au. Reach out. I'll let you know how we can help you.